everybody. It is a Dirty Thursday brought to you by River City Speedway. Amanda, I have been jacked up about this show all week. In the studio, Amanda, Joe Enright, and Stephen Lewis are here today. Got to give it more applause. There we go. I want to give a big shout out to Northwest Tire in Grand Forks, who, by the way, is looking to hire a tire technician. You know, if you're not afraid to show up for work on time and then, work when you're there like you're supposed to do at a job, might be a good job for you. No prior work experience is necessary. Northwest Tire will train the right people. Great benefit package, too. They get the PTO, health insurance, 401k, and more. Pay will depend on experience. That's a gimme. Stop in at Northwest Tire on Gateway Drive to find out more, or call Chad at 701-780-8473, or you can apply online at nwtire.com. Chad Hoff, we're waiting for him to show up. Hopefully he will make it in. I know he had some stuff going on this morning, so hopefully he will come in. Eventually. If you do have any questions or comments, man, we love it when you call or text us. Our number is 701-213-0863. Again, 701-213-0863. Maybe you want to talk to Amanda, Joe, or Steven here, or me. We are all here. Before we get going, though, time now for our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. And here's what I'm going to do since it's Halloween. I'm going to do two jokes because you might not like the first one. You might not like the second one, but we're going to go two here today. First one is... what's Dracula's porn star name? What is Dracula's porn star name? Vlad the Impaler. No, he didn't like that one. Okay, how about the that awkward moment, when a zombie is looking for brains and walks right past you? That one was better. All right. Throw that in the garbage. Stephen Lewis, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You seem a little down today. Are you all right?
No, we're all good. All good.
I love your shirt. Hockey night in Canada.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I miss Don Cherry, though.
Yeah.
I mean, man, that guy was awesome.
Mm-hmm,
Loved him. Amanda, Joe, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Yeah? Busy as usual?
Actually, no.
No? Oh, that's right. You're off this week.
For 5 days.
For 5 days. But, when you're a mom and you have kids and you have a husband and you have all that stuff, you're never really off, are you?
No.
You know what gets me about you two guys? You're two of my favorite people. Now, you're how you guys work together blows me away because, okay, you look at Amanda, Joe. I mean, NOSA Competition Director, you're Minn Kota Lightning Sprint Series owner. You work it all through. You're married. You got kids. Your husband now just... Whatever, we'll let you decide that. And then you've got Stephen Lewis, who's like the opposite. You do your thing on your own time. You as long as you got to be there when you got to be there, that's all that matters. But how do you guys make such a damn good team? Because, I mean, you guys are really, you think about it, you're kind of opposite of each other.
Mm-hmm. Opposite but similar. I mean, we've had similar paths, same passions.
Mm-hmm.
It's surprising to me that we actually didn't cross paths sooner because we grew up in the same city, in the same school, like
Sure.
a block apart
Around the block, around the corner.
Oh,
We
really?
took the same bus in middle school. Never
Wow.
occurred to me.
No.
Yeah, and it was funny because you walk in and the first thing you say is, oh my gosh, it's been like 28 days since I've seen you,
Yeah.
Stephen. And
Well,
it's like,
come May, we see each other every week, 2-3
Sure.
times a week
Yeah.
until, this year till October. But yeah, it's been the longest in a few months that I've seen him.
yeah. Stephen, you do a lot at racetracks, trackside photographer, you're scoring, you're race directing, you're doing all kinds of stuff. How did you get your start into this?
Just, born into it and whatever.
I mean, you've been a race freak your whole life.
Yeah. So mom worked at a place where I don't remember how they met, but Don Johnson, he had his limited or whatever, and it just went from there. Some of my first pictures are in that limited sprint car and whatever, and it's just kind of grown from there piece by piece.
So, I'm guessing your second favorite sport is hockey.
Mm-hmm.
So hockey and dirt track racing, not a bad combination.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. You've been a hockey kid, hockey freak your whole life too?
No, just about 20 years. I picked up on it late.
Right about the time the Jets came around?
No. So, no, it was late middle school, early high school or whatever. I was flipping through one day and saw a game and liked what I saw and just kind of picked up on it from there. And
All right, I'm going to give you a hard time because for some reason you really like Canadian hockey. And I remember I'm lucky because I know this is going to bite me in the ass someday, but I've had a lot of fun with you in the last couple of years because I like to tease you about the fact that, well, when is the last time a Canadian team even made it to the Stanley Cup? But why are you such a fan of the teams up north?
Just going back to like when I said when I found watched that one game or whatever, the next season started and I was flipping through on Saturday night, and that's back when we had CBC on cable, and I was like, oh, look at that, just out of nowhere or whatever, and new set of teams, and just kind of started with Toronto because they're always on, or whatever. It's like, oh, who's going to be the favorite here? Well, that was the year they had Bell for.
Yeah.
And they brought him in. That was the first year he was there, and just kind of snowballed from there,
So do you have a favorite team?
Not absolute, not a clear number one. Just pretty much just any one of the 7, whoever's on, I watch. And
Yeah. So you're not a Wild fan?
I'm I don't hate watching.
Just a hockey fan in general.
Yeah. So,
all right. See, like me, I'm a hockey fan too. I mean, I grew up playing hockey. My kid played hockey. I still do hockey play-by-play. I don't care who's playing, but I will tell you this: I hate the Boston Bruins, and the only reason is because of one guy, Brad Marchand. Can't stand a little Howard Wolowitz is who he reminds me of from Big Bang Theory. Amanda Jo, how did you? Okay, we know he grew up around this stuff. How did you get involved in your start with racing?
Well, my dad, when we lived I grew up in New Mexico from the year, when I was like a year to 5 years old.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh,
not a place.
Home of the Unzers.
Yeah, don't raise a family there.
Yeah.
My dad got into demolition derbies, and then he'd take us to the drag strip, and then we'd go watch like street stocks and stuff at the local track there, and it just kind of grew. When we moved back to East Grand Forks, my dad started helping out his longtime friend Bob Martin. Working with him a little bit, and then he's been friends with Brad Sang for a really long time. Kind of got with him, and he continued on the demolition derby circuit there and whatnot. And then my mom started bringing me to the races too, because my dad was working on cars, so she'd sit with her cooler and her 3 kids in the stands. And I don't know, I guess I just fell in love with sprint cars. I've kind of always been a sprint car snob, I guess you could say.
A sprint car snob?
Yep. Hudson is too. He'll tell you.
Yeah.
Hudson's my son's one of those guys. Is there sprint cars? Well, I'm not going then.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people like that around Grand Forks.
I kept going, and then my sister Candace and I kept going through middle school and high school. And then I met Sean. And he actually worked on Brad Sing's late model at that time. And he kept going to the races then, too. But I never actually traveled with the late models. Not that I didn't like them or anything. I just didn't travel with them.
You were just a sprint car snob.
Yes. So I'd stay back when he was traveling, and I'd go to the racetrack with friends or whatever. And then, we got married after that. And I kind of took some time off when I had kids. They were little, because I kind of had them 3 years apart. So by the time Hallie was 4, Hudson, I think, was like was he 8 months old, his first race? Yeah, he was 8 months old. That's when he met Jade Hastings. It's the first time he'd seen a sprint car and all that, and he loved it.
Yeah, now your kids are sprint car rats, too.
Yep, and then Sean worked on Jade's car for, 7 years, I think, and then I met Jason Berg, which was weird because all I did was suggest have him to have Jade Hastings on his show.
Yep.
And then our friendship just blew up from there, and Sean started working on his car, and then here I am, series owner with him, and I suppose I can share the big news. Sean bought a race car.
Oh, boy.
So I can add Race Wife to the list, which I was hoping I never would have to. Steven can contest to how I was that first night he got in a race car. I was...
Yeah, freaking out a little bit.
I don't know how many times where Steven and I work in Buffalo, there's a window between us.
Yeah.
He's in the scoring booth. Yep, and I'm in the announcer's booth.
Yep.
And he just kept sticking his head out, and he's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine." He goes, "You gotta breathe."
Well, I was judging off of the mechanics one from the
that's right
earlier in the month or whatever, and then it just seemed like when it was an actual race, it wasn't as bad because it was almost like he was part of the pack already.
Yeah.
Oh, so he looked okay.
He did. Yeah. He completed an entire heat race, and he course, our last race, Jason goes big. We did 30 laps, so he did 16 laps and pulled off. He said he got tired.
Yeah. Yeah. Jason probably would have got tired after that many laps too.
It was funny because he didn't get all the way off the track and he caused a caution. And then afterwards, Jason's like, "That was you.
Oh.
I lost my run because of you." It was great.
You mentioned Jade Hastings, and I wasn't going to bring this up, but now all of a sudden it popped into my brain. That last race of the year at River City Speedway.
Yeah, we might as well talk about that.
We might as well. We might as well because
We got time.
We got time.
it was funny because up where I'm at, I'm calling the race. We were having issues all night for all the features. We were having issues with the scoring, and I had no computer. I was actually looking off Alon Kasager's computer and trying to figure it out. And I'm calling the race, and they come through, and I'm pretty sure I thought Dobmeyer had won. And then I looked over at Lon's computer, and it shows that Jade Hastings had won.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm not perfectly right in line with the start-finish line, and it could have been that way. I just thought what I saw, well, then I see Lon's phone starts ringing, and we do the interview. Chad does the interview with Jade. Way to go, nice job, blah, blah, blah. And I can see Lon is all of a sudden his phone is lighting up, and he's talking, and I'm packing up, I'm done, and thinking, well, there might be a little controversy, blah, blah, blah. And I pack up, and I jump into my truck, and I drive into the pits, or go park by the pits, and I get out, and I'm walking, and the first person I run into is Chad. And Chad's in a golf cart, and he's on his way out of the pits, and he goes, I wouldn't go in there, it's a shit show. I go, what do you mean? They gave the win to Dobmeyer. I'm like, oh, okay. So I went in. The first place I stopped, and I do a lot, is Wade Nygaard's, because I know he's got cold bush latte for me. So I have a cold beer with him, and then I go and I talk to Dobmeyer, and I congratulate him, and, he's whatever. Well, then I go to Jade's trailer, and Jade said, well, what do you think? And I said, I thought it looked like Mark got you. Not by much. And Jade was perfectly fine with that when I talked to him that night. But, man, it took a week to figure it out.
No, the decision was made that night.
Okay, well, I know, but they were still heeing and hawing about it. But a lot of it was because of you. I mean, basically brought this up. And I think it was the right thing to do. I mean, granted, this came down to the track championship. That one race, they were tied for points going into that feature race for the championship. Of course, Dobmeyer took starting from the back, a little incentive there, but it was a great race nonetheless. But what triggered all this?
Okay, so I'm in victory lane, congratulating Jade, and I look at my phone, and I'm like, holy moly, something's wrong. There's a 10-second gap between him and Dobmeyer. I'm like, that's not correct. Something's wrong. And as I'm looking at this, I get a phone call. Steven goes, you need to go upstairs right now, and we need to fix this.
Yep.
So I did. We go upstairs. Him and I go through lap, screenshotting, sending it to him, screenshotting, sending it to him. And then he's like, okay, grab the check. We had to move the checkered flag. First, it was the red flag, right? Okay, so Tim has
It was Tim's red that really threw the whole monkey wrench into
when
it.
Tim, so at that point, Jade would have been leading. So Jade came across the line, and then Tim was in second. The red flag dropped right there. Not the right spot to put it. So Steven had us move the red flag. We moved it. And also a red flag for us, no pun intended there, by the way, is that when we looked at the checkered, it showed Mark Dobmeyer, checkered, Jade. That's not right.
Right.
And then if you also go back and look through the scoring, it showed that when Mark led multiple laps of that race, correct? Well, if you looked at the timing at that point, it showed that he came back onto the lead lap instead of leading.
Right.
So that was an issue. So when Steven had us move those two flags, he goes, okay, now look to the right. What does it say? It said Mark Dobmeyer by, what was it, like
0.049.
Yeah, 0.049. And that took us literally like 7 to 10 minutes to do, and in that time my phone's ringing off the hook, and then I finally answered Sean. I don't know why I answered my husband, but I did. And that's when I first found out even that Mark had tried to protest at the scales with Sean. I had no idea. Neither did he. None of us upstairs at that point.
Yeah,
had any
I
clue.
had no clue.
It was literally triggered by the two of us
Okay.
looking at it, and he's like, because he wasn't even there.
So for me, for my end of this whole thing, so my day started around 5 o'clock Eastern in Northeast Tennessee, because we were down at Volunteer Speedway on the Wednesday before that. So kind of got the news late in the day on what we were going to do for the format as far as the King of the Hill deal. So I called you about twice. I called Donnie Moocher about 4 times, Heather once, like just to make sure that everyone was, I was in contact with Robin, just to make sure everything was, kind of taken care of or whatever. So I'm sitting there, I've got the broadcast up, and I'm watching the feature, and we're all staying in the same house. The XR crew got quite a kick out of me being nervous, watching home from 16 hours away, right?
Yep.
So I'm just kind of sitting there waiting. I was like, all right, Tim, get out, whatever. And then, Tim hops out. So I looked down at MRP and I saw the same thing you all saw. And I was like, wait a minute, something's off here. I tried to make some contact and get it because I'd already had a feeling I knew what was going to happen. And just watched the rest of the race there, and it's getting close, 4 to go, 3 to go. And they're like neck and neck. And I'm like, I could see it coming, So I grabbed... I had my notepad with me that I always have. I was like, I better hand score the finish just in case off of the broadcast, and I did. And immediately, as soon as I got everyone down, I dropped the tablet and grabbed the phone, and I went, like, be ready, because this, and it wasn't even so much at that point that it was Mark and Jade. I knew there were other positions in the order that were incorrect as well. Yeah. So,
hold on. Keep talking.
Okay. Yeah. So it wasn't just Mark and Jade. It was Nick was off. Zach was off. It was more along the lines of making sure that the entirety of the order was confirmed complete, and that's why it took a little bit longer. We just wanted to all get together, and then we had a meeting about it as soon as I got home. And whatever, we all got together, and
that's why it took till Thursday. We had to wait till Steven got home so we could.
Yeah, literally, it would not have taken that long. That it was literally a matter of me having to go through Kokomo, Indiana, and then get home, and then.
So what caused all this? What was? I mean, they had just had that new line put in.
The line's fine. Everything was perfectly fine. No errors on that side. All it was is a matter of when you work in scoring. Steven can test this because this is what he does. It's a matter of where you place your flags. And it's your job as a scorer to make sure you put that flag at the correct spot.
Okay.
Yeah, so
it's not a perfect system.
Jade had 3 lap cars between him and Tim when Tim blew up. The red was selected after that 3rd lap car and then before Tim. And then it should have been drug up before Jade.
Okay.
Before the restart and all that. And that's what I saw on MRP. And I was already, oh no, So I watched the rest of the race and I was like, no way it'll come. Well,
and nothing against Jade, but thank you to you two for getting this right because, I heard a lot. I heard a lot of bad things afterwards. I heard people that were pissed off. I heard people that thought it was a great call, but the right call was finally made. We know Dobmeyer was going for the money that night. I don't think he cares about track championships anymore. He's won a ton of them. I know Jade does, and he was so close, but he had a hell of a year, regardless. Jade did. If you compare it to last year, the year before wasn't quite as good, but it came out the right way. It came out the correct way, and I'm glad it's done. And looky, hold on, who's in the house?
What? What's up?
Hi, Chad.
Did you cut your hair or is it shoved in your shirt?
It's probably in my sweatshirt.
Okay, good. You didn't cut it, did you?
Did you cut your hair?
Yeah, 2
Or
of
is
them.
it shoved in your shirt?
2 of them last night.
He's hiding them under his headphones. See
There's
that?
2 weird ones that come right out of my forehead. They dangle. So like, gotta go.
Yeah, I got a couple of them that come out of this one ear, right on the side of it. Not out of the inside.
Let's not talk about the ears. There's plenty of hair in my ears, too.
Or the nose.
Or the nose. You sit there, and Parker walks in the bathroom, and he's like, Dad, what are you doing? Just trimming. You're going to town on my nose.
Plucking.
Hi, guys. Good to see you.
Chad.
How's it going?
It's going good now. I'm good.
I come back from vacation, and I find out, I'm like, God, what am I going to do for Dirty Thursday? Oh, don't worry. Chad's already got, he's got it all lined up. Amanda Joe and Stephen Lewis are going to be here. And I'm like, okay, great. Then you call me up. I don't know if I'm going to make it. And I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah, I just at the doctor real quick. Everything's good. Checked out.
Good.
Just update some medications and stuff. When they get a call from the doctor, say, hey, can we see you at 10:30? You're like, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Let me come right over and see what's going on.
I went through 2 days of the heart tests, a couple of years back,
Yeah.
The stress test and all that stuff. And they usually call you right away, if you got blockage or whatever. So I wait and wait, nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, then I get a call. The heart doctor wants to see you.
In his office.
And then I'm like, okay, when? We can get you in 3 weeks from tomorrow. And it's like, well,
Obviously, it's
Jesus.
not
Yeah.
very serious.
Okay, it's either not very serious
Yeah.
or it's too late. The guy's going to die anyway. Who cares?
Yeah. Let it go.
So
yeah.
I stressed for 3 weeks. I go in there and he's like,
After a stress test?
yeah. He goes, I don't even know why they called you. He goes, it looked like you had some blockage, but it was just a shadow. You're good.
Yeah. The damn groundhog did it again. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not only did I have to pay to go back for another visit, but I had to stress out for 3 weeks before I got to go see the heart doctor.
Oh,
But,
for sure.
Now I'm good. I'm fine.
Doctors have their place. I mean,
I know.
So I had COVID again,
Okay.
beginning of the month.
Oh,
And as an asthmatic, that's
sure.
scary. So I was fine. I didn't really, I had treatments every 4 hours and stuff. I stayed home. So they wanted me to come in just to make sure how I'm breathing and everything, check my lungs. So we're gonna adjust some medications and we're gonna move some stuff around and I'm gonna take some other stuff it's all fixable. So I'm good. So yeah, it's never fun going, when they call you like, hey, yeah, I heard you, because you message them and my chart and stuff. And yeah. So I'm good. I'm
So
fine.
different meds,
Different
tweak the meds.
tweak the meds up, just a little.
Hey, I know a guy.
A brush up, yeah. just to find. I just need a tune up. That's all I need. A tune up.
I know a guy.
Yeah. Do you? Jesus.
He'll tune you up.
Yeah, I bet.
Paul, if you could, we did get a picture somebody sent in.
For what?
They just wanted to show this on the show today. Let's see if we can whip this one up. It's the only picture we've got today.
What
There
Who sent that in?
I'll give you one guess.
Maddie?
Nope.
Do so.
Nope.
That's 2 guesses.
Katie.
So last week I had Chatty Maddie on the show.
Yep.
She is super pumped. She's gonna be back next year in July. I said that's the talks. We're talking the IRA, getting the NOSA and IRA together again. I said that was an amazing show for all of us. We enjoyed having you guys here, and I'm hoping they're gonna make it true. So she talked about that. She talked about, how much she enjoyed being here and how welcoming we were. So that was pretty cool to hear. So yeah, I wore that there. Who had that?
Shameless plug. I think that was a Speedway shot.
100% it was because you were yeah. That was definitely a Stephen Lewis. I'm definitely the what the heck's this hashtag?
Flash test.
Flash test dummy.
Flash test dummy.
That
me.
made an appearance at the end of the season too.
Did it?
Remember Marty
Oh yeah, Marty.
running down the front stretch with it?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Marty's the one that had it.
Let's
Yeah.
see if we can't get Chatty Maddie on the show when they come back up.
She's all for it when she gets here. Yes.
Love to get her and the announcer.
Ron. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they were
Was it
great,
Ron or
great
Rickard?
guys or something
Ron
like
or
that.
Rickard?
Looking like July's or this next one's going to be a little bit more interesting because Preston, I don't know if you saw, I think they're rounding up sponsorship so he can run the whole
Yeah.
thing. So he'll
Oh.
probably
Yeah.
Preston's
Yeah.
her boyfriend.
red, white, and rue. or
Red, white, and
something.
Rue.
White and Rue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. Having somebody like that comes in, and usually, like I told her on the show, usually we have these guys that come in and just like they take over, And this was the first time we ever had somebody come in and be like, "How do you guys do this? What do you want me to do?" Like
Yep.
even you had up in the booth, like
Yep.
it's your
Yeah.
show.
Well,
you
we had
guys,
7 announcers that first night up there. 7 different announcers were at that track.
yeah, with Rick Auschman, rest his soul. He was there that
I was
weekend
about
as
to
well.
say how special is that looking back now?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
look back and and we need to get with Steven and find out what music that he played because there's some NLRA stuff that we should definitely do for late model stuff this year for music wise.
I was on the road. I just taken off driving for the cities when I got
you-
word that
you called me pretty drugged up.
yeah, when Rick Eshelman, we found out he was missing, and I found out about it. I believe as I was getting ready to board an airplane,
That is true.
and then found out that we had lost the guy.
Yeah.
I did see your intro. I tried to record one from I don't even know where the hell I was. I was halfway across the world and
Right.
trying to record one. But those guys and him were unbelievable. I mean, the World of Outlaws, they come in, and I remember the first time up in the booth with him, and it's getting ready for the feature, and he says, "I want you to do it with me." And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, "Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I get to call a World of Outlaw final feature race with you?"
And he was always that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And for the guy that got his start here in Grand Forks, but I mean, we went over to Rumors and we had fun the whole time they were there. I'm still sitting on quite a few cases of Boring beer in my fridge I was going to send to him if he wanted. But rest in peace, man. What a great guy.
Oh,
And,
I think
I'm going to miss him.
You know, we were talking about lately. We've been putting a lot of flags up. You know, it's been a lot of flags we've been putting up. I think it's gonna be another one we're gonna put up in the field too. I think Darren will for sure have another one put up. So we need to quit doing that crap.
Yeah, you got to start here, you know?
Well, yeah, you got to start here. What was it, 1980 something?
82.
82. Yeah, 82. Got to start here.
I was watching the first time he was on the show, 2020.
Yeah.
He told the story January 1st. I'll try and tell it like him. January 1st of 1982. I start my day in San Antonio. It's 75 degrees. I land in Atlanta. It's 85. I get to Detroit. It's 15.
Yeah.
I get to the cities. It's 15 below, and I come down the stairs in Grand Forks. 31 below.
That's true. I mean,
So-
you look at that. You look at that staple he left on all of us. You know. So I don't mean to get off topic of everything, but you know he definitely deserves to be talked about and remembered. I know the World of Outlaws are going to do something for him at the championship night. Did they already do that?
So they went through Kansas and Missouri last week, and they had Ruben Morellis and Ben Shelton fill in for him. They both did a great job. They're going to have James Essex from Lucas Oil and Brett, that used to be their competition director. He was also awesome to hang out with, and you know, just like you said, those late model guys, they come in, they're so great to be with. But he's gonna be down in Charlotte and help announce the World Final deal. So.
You know, that's one of those groups that come in and is welcoming to come in here. They're thankful they have a place to race, right? There's no home track for the World of Outlaws. There's no home track for the IRA. So when they come here, they're excited to be here and they're welcoming. Can't say that for the sprint car series, unfortunately. And I love those guys too. They're great people, but obviously we know
It's a little different.
way different when the sprint cars get here. But you know we're here to help and put on a good show for everybody.
Yeah, when they're here, we're kind of on pins and needles because you just never know what's going to happen.
Right.
Kevin Pappenfuss, let's see. You can have your job, Amanda and Steven. I would rather sit in the grandstands and drink beer.
Oh my gosh, I agree.
Got a bunch of people watching the show.
The amount of stuff, the pressure, the stuff that these two have to make decisions on, like in a split second, is crazy.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, and it's
I can't sit in the stands anymore.
no, there's no way.
That's what I was gonna say.
I get too annoyed
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
by
she's
the comments, and it's like I know the answer to everything. And when people say things and
everybody thinks
they're spreading rumors amongst themselves.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
You hear it. You
it's
hear it.
such bull crap, but they think they know it all,
And then when they
right?
get on their phones and start,
Yeah, we've had that.
Warring,
Keyboard
yes.
warriors.
Oh,
and-
yeah. Oh, we had a guy actually come flying into the press box last year saying, what the hell's wrong with you guys? You need to throw cautions. And I'm like, well, they throw cautions when a caution's needed. He was thinking there should have been more thrown. And this guy is just freaking out on us. And finally, Lon Casager says, you have to leave now. He goes, get out of here.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
And
really?
for Lon to get mad, that takes
about
lot.
as easy going as they get.
But you got to think, these guys, we've got years of experience at that racetrack.
right.
Like lots of years of experience at that racetrack. So don't come and try to tell us how to do our jobs. I've been announcing for over 15 years. You've been longer than I have. Don't come tell me how I should do my job just because you've seen somebody else do it differently than me. That's not how we do it here.
And like you said, it takes years of actual experience. And you're not going to be perfect. Okay, this is be my third season doing this stuff. But I mean, yes, I've been in the stands for however many years, and I've been following the series and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I've done it for 3 years, and I can't say I'm perfect.
Well, but I will put you next to somebody else in the stands, and we can guarantee you're going to know a hell of a lot more than that person in the stands is going to know.
Or one of my favorites is, why didn't they put the number whatever in the back? I don't know. I'm just the announcer.
Yeah, my headset's not linked to theirs.
Yep,
Yeah.
I don't. Well, how come we're starting at this time? I don't know.
Tell you what, buddy, go grab a beer.
Yeah.
Go grab a beer.
Go grab 2 beers.
Yeah. You know what? Since you're bitching at me, why don't you get me one too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
We're going to
We can all get that. Is it break time?
Yeah, we're going to take a quick
I'm
going to
get some water. I already drank some.
Dirty Thursday. You want to grab me one of these?
Oh, yeah, I can grab this camel. Yeah, I got
Dirty
it.
Thursday brought to you by River City Speedway. Amanda Joe Enright, Stephen Lewis is in here along with the other half of the Bullring Boys, Chad Hoff. Life doesn't ever seem to slow down. Everything needs to be done like yesterday. Same with an oil change. Tell you what, stop in a Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Most of their oil changes are done within 15, 20 minutes. That's where I go. They do more than that too. Tranny and coolant flushes, tire rotations, batteries. When you do get your oil change, they're going to top off your fluids. They're going to check your tires, your battery, your lights, your wipers, your cabin air filter. If you're owner of a fleet, you'll get a discount. If you're in the military, you'll get a discount. They can text and email invoices and coupons and mention Grand Forks Best Source and give you $10 off your oil change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is open Monday through Saturday, no appointment needed. Pickup and deliveries available in Grand Forks too. It's a complete oil change and more. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, 3325 South 38th Street, or call 701-780-8462. And make sure you tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
I just wanted to touch on that too, because I was just there the other day for an oil change, and it's the very first one we got because we got a new van, but it's a hybrid.
Oh, sure.
So I didn't know exactly how that worked for oil changes for hybrids because they're like half electric.
Yep.
And they gave me the breakdown of the oil that you need to put in there, how many miles. They even gave me little caps for my tires.
Oh, yeah.
Because-
Valve stem cap. Somebody stole mine.
Yeah. Well, apparently you buy a $40,000 car and they don't even provide them. So, so Valvoline hooked me up with those too. So yeah, they're awesome.
You talk to your tire guy over there. Is that common? They don't give you valve stem covers or caps to put on your tires?
Yeah.
Because some of mine are missing.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm guessing somebody just took them.
Who the hell would take
I
valve
know,
cover
I know.
caps? Were they
It's
chrome or something fancy?
No, they were just the
Skulls.
black plastic.
Yeah, you
ones.
see the ones
they
that
were
are skulls? Those
skulls.
piss me off so much.
No. Doogie says, speaking of beers, Chad, yours is still in the infield. Jason Berg just finally able to tune in. Happy Thursday. Hey, man, great to hear you that you're watching us, Jason, and I hope everything is good down there for you. I know he had a great year this year. The Buffalo River Speedway.
He's getting married.
Married.
Yeah. If you want a corporate event and you want to go have fun, they have it in place. They have bar inside that's all temperature controlled. Go hang out at Buffalo River Speedway.
I mean, I've been there for the snowmobile races. It's pretty cool.
They have trunk or treat this Saturday there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Concessions are open. The bar is open.
But he's getting married.
He's getting married.
I leave for 3 weeks.
He got engaged this summer, actually.
Well, congratulations. How about that? Let's give him a round of applause. Somebody to set him straight, keep him on the right.
Well, and while you were gone, you had an anniversary of 21 years. So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Congratulations
I
to
did.
you.
We're gonna do
Yeah.
that.
We should really congratulate Lori for putting up with you.
I know. And it was funny because we were in a restaurant on the boat eating.
Somewhere.
And I don't even know where we were. But
John doesn't
all of a
know.
sudden they come and they start serenading us. And it's like,
Oh,
what
what?
the hell's going on here? Well, then we realized it was when we got back to our room when they had the towels folded up like swans and the rose petals all over the bed. It's like, oh yeah, our anniversary's coming up.
Yeah.
So fast forward, we're in Minneapolis, St. Paul. We had just got in late that night. It was the 20th. I went down to get Lori a cup of coffee, and I'm looking at my phone, and I go, oh, wow, it was on this date that Leonard Skinner's plane crashed. So I walked in, and I said, wow, do you realize it was today, on this date in history that Leonard Skinner's plane had crashed? And she goes, wow, October 20th? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, isn't it our anniversary today? And I went, yeah, it is. So, well, I hope you don't feel bad. I said, I got you a cup of coffee. She goes, well, that's a hell of a lot more than I got you, but
Yeah.
happy anniversary. So
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, and thank you, Jason, for wishing us a happy anniversary. All right, let's talk a little bit about racing again here. How many races, how many tracks did you hit this year?
He's not even done
Well,
yet. The year's not even over yet for him.
No, I know.
So far we're at 89 this year.
89 races.
Last year it was 90. This year I haven't looked in a couple weeks. I think 22 different tracks. But River City's back on top 13 times here.
It better be.
11 times to Glendon, 10 to Bristol. Those are the leaders, the top three. Or
10 to
whatever, so-
Bristol. Wow.
Yeah. What's planned up next? XR's got some big events coming up.
Well, we got Duel again.
Is that in February
here,
this year?
No, Duel's November like it always is.
What's in
take off for that
February in
7th.
Las Vegas?
I'm not sure
It's
yet.
not an
if
XR
we're not,
event.
we're not doing the late models. I'm not sure if we're.
Oh, okay.
I was talking with these two before the show. I'm not sure if because I think the original plan we were gonna do like IMCA one of them, and then like was out a USRA the other one. But I don't know if that's changed or not. But in the meantime, dual is still on. And then we end the year at All Tech in Florida. We were there in April, so
So you're gonna have more races this year than last year, because you're already at 89.
A couple more. If well, Vegas probably won't get rained out, but if Florida
What rain?
if Florida doesn't get rained out, it'll be 94
Wow.
year. So.
Wow. We got a text from Terry Blacklands. Welcome back. Good to have you back. We'll send you some pics from the World Finals next week in Charlotte. Yeah, rub it in a little bit. Thank you, Terry.
Yeah.
Heather
Amanda.
McDonald. Hey, friends.
She's going to
Go Sue. She's on her way to Vegas.
Yeah, she's flying to Vegas.
Going to the UND Fighting the Sioux game. She's going to the Sioux game. I'm going to call them the Fighting Dang Hawks. Scotty Iverson, good morning, everybody. Amanda, Joe, you're busy.
Yeah.
I mean, when the race season's around, how many races, how many tracks? Because you're never at home for very long.
Well, last year was 55 races, 14 tracks. This year actually was supposed to be over 100, but someone broke his arm.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hudson's
Hudson broke his arm.
Hudson's BMX career ended the day it started.
Yep. Did he retire?
According to him, yes.
Yeah.
His bike is still at home.
And how old is he?
He is 8 and
Okay.
a half.
Okay, because that's about how old I was when I broke my arm for the first time.
He has yet to get back on even his street bike.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of funny. The other day, we realized he can't take his left arm and touch his shoulder
Oh.
after breaking it.
Yeah.
We asked him what his thoughts are. Yeah, he can't do that with his
Wow.
left. He can't.
Where did he break it?
Elbow.
Oh, sure,
Yep.
sure.
So we had to go in for a week. It was 6 weeks in a cast, and we had to go weekly to get it checked because it was right on his growth plate of his elbow.
Oof,
In the
da.
season before, he had actually broke his wrist when he got pushed on the playground at school. But he's scared. He kind of said, I don't want to do it. And Sean and I are like, okay, we'll hold on to the bike and see what he says next spring. I have a feeling he's not going to do it because he's one of those kids where if you even look at him wrong, he's not going to talk to you again.
Oh,
So
Right.
breaking his arm while riding a bike is most likely not going to happen again for him, which kind of sucks. But
well,
so that dropped our season down quite a bit to like 45 at I think 11 tracks
Yeah,
or something like
but-
that.
well. Now he's going to watch Dad in a lightning sprint, and
Yeah,
he's
what-
probably going to have a
You
new
know-
fix.
What are
now.
these Speedway boxes showing up at the Enright house?
Yeah,
Oh, that's the second one already. Because actually, I'll tell you about the first one. This is the best part of this whole thing. So he did the mechanics race, right?
Yeah.
I posted a picture of him doing the mechanics race, and all people could talk about was his cowboy boots
Right.
and how he had cowboy boots on. So you know what? This Speedway box shows up like not even 3 days later. I'm like, No, it wasn't even Speedway. It was Simpson Racing. I open it up and I'm like, I bet I know what this is. It was race shoes.
Oh yeah.
I said, why did you buy race shoes? He goes, well, because next time I get into a car. I'm like, okay, well, we're not buying a car, right? Okay, fast forward 1 week later. Hallie goes, Mom, did you see that race suit and that helmet in the living room when you left? I said, no. He goes, oh, well, Dad brought me to horse lessons Thursday. This is the Thursday after, like the week after he'd gotten the shoes. And she goes, oh, he went over to Jory Berg's house and he picked up a suit and a helmet. I said, well, why? She goes, oh, he's racing this weekend. I said, he's what? Not once in these 2 weeks did he mention to me that he wanted to get in a car that last weekend of
Yeah.
September. And then he's like, how do I get on MRP and create a profile? I was like, I'm not telling you. Because I do know how to do that. I do work with MRP. He's like, well, I'm going to race this weekend. I said, oh, which day? Well, Kyle's going to race Friday. I'm going to do it Saturday. Like, okay, so then I built a profile for him. And got him. He's all professional racing now, but I can confirm that Sean is racing next season.
Wow. How about that?
Yep.
How do you feel about that? Are you good with it?
I think I'm gonna be okay. Hallie's thrilled because she says that he can be in the seat for 2 years and then she's gonna race.
Oh, sure.
She
sure.
tried to talk us into buying her a Legend this year, and I was like, that's not a class I want to put you in.
Yeah.
I don't have control over that. Where here I can be like, sorry, you can't race. You don't,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Hudson's not. If you remember Hudson, the whole time we were at that race, he sat there on the phone and wouldn't even look.
Oh, did he really?
He would not even look at Sean on the track.
Yeah.
Ignored it, that it
Yep.
was even happening. I don't think he's ready for it. But Hallie's excited. She's already talking about how she wants to buy super clean products
Oh,
because
yeah.
she loves that stuff because she
Yeah.
loves cleaning the cars.
Sure.
Hudson started talking about it more and more now. Sean goes up where he's excited and then he's nervous and he's excited. I think he's spent every day. Right now the car is parked at my parents' house in my stepdad's garage, and he's been there every day
Yeah.
making part lists and all that kind of stuff. It will end up back in Fargo for the winter in a heated shop, but
So now we all know Amanda Joe as a competition director and the Minn Kota Lightning Sprint Series owner. But how's Amanda Joe going to be as a racer wife? Because now we're going to have to add you into that series. But
I think she's gonna be awesome.
yeah, I mean, all it takes is one crash.
I think the
you know,
best
heaven
part of it-
forbid.
She'd be more competitive than Sean's
I think
gonna
the
be.
best part about all this is like I get to call shots on him now and be like, he's
He's
gonna be a rookie. So I told him, I said,
yeah.
I said, you got to start in the back for the first however many races. Well, yeah, I know. And
Dun,
it's
dun,
like, you do
dun.
realize that you are the tech director for Minn Kota. He goes, yeah, well, I could just hop out of the car at scales. I'm like, I don't think so, bud.
Yeah.
He's like, well, like, what if you get in the top 5? And then I like laughed. I'm like, oh, that's not gonna happen.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
So then Hallie walks in and she's like, well, how old do you have to be a tech director? So she's like, I'll do it. And I'm like, I don't know about that, Hallie.
Yeah.
Pretty soon they're all going to be Enrights running everything.
Right?
Yeah, that's probably not a bad thing.
Well,
Do you guys have, and this is a terrible question to ask because it might piss a few people off, and if you don't want to answer, you don't have to, but do you have a favorite track or a least favorite track or just a facility that you just look forward to going to?
It's still Huset's for me.
Yep.
So
let's talk about North Wilkesboro, though.
oh, sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
it
went
was,
there and you got
jealous.
to met Dale Earnhardt Jr. I mean, let's talk about North Wilkesboro for a minute. How
Yeah.
cool was that to go do a racetrack revival?
It was, it was one thing to see it. We had our Friday at Charlotte rained out, so we all went up there. Those of us that, hadn't been there yet, we, spent kind of the evening up there, and it was already like, I've seen all the YouTube videos and whatever, abandoned, and
Right.
why is it abandoned, and this and that. And so get a schedule nailed down, and pretty soon, every other week, you're coming back here to do your stuff here, and then going back there. And then each event that goes by, there's more and more people at them. They open up more of the stands off of 1 and 2 for the last one. Like we sold out. We couldn't do wristbands past 3. We couldn't do seats past 6. It was it was unlike anything I've ever seen in the sport.
Right.
That last weekend for sure. But then and then on my end, like just scoring some of them. Like we did 6, I scored 4 of them, and most of the classes for those 4. And it's like, you're looking out the window and like you're doing the same stuff you've always done. But it's like 1, it's on pavement. 2, it's at this place. Like it's
Yeah.
there was nothing about the whole thing that wasn't just like surreal.
historic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like blow you away.
And it was so cool to know that. Okay, so we were gonna that was gonna be gone. They're gonna take the pavement out of that, and we're gonna put a dirt track. Oh no, not no more, because NASCAR all of a sudden is like, oh wow,
Yeah.
look what they did.
Yeah.
Let's go piggyback off them.
Sure.
And that's what they're doing. So
Yeah.
that's where that's the All-Star race is next year.
That's
So
cool.
I think that is so cool that what Barry Braun set out to do is done. He revived North Wilkesboro because now NASCAR is on it. You figured NASCAR would have been on it with Dale Jr. doing a show about it, but nothing. But now we put cars on it. Oh boy!
And we are, since you brought up NAPCAR, going to talk about that here in just a minute too.
Oh,
but
I got
Heather says
thoughts.
I heard a beer crack, and yeah, it was. I'm salivating for a beer now. Thanks, John.
Well-
If this makes you feel any better, Heather,
Go. You're going on a plane. Leave it on a
there you
jet
go.
plane.
Amanda Joe, favorite facility for you? One you're just super stoked to go to?
Well, it's a tie for me. Obviously, every Friday night going to River Cities because that's where my life started with racing. The other one is Buffalo was always felt like home to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. From the first time I went there in 2017 to now, Well, now it is home. I'm there every Sunday with the schmuck next to me.
Right. Schmuck.
Doing things between the window.
He feels so loved.
It's fun.
I love me some schmuck.
Yeah.
We have a good time there. Our scoring and that announcer too. He's okay.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Never
Yeah.
heard of him. It's we have fun. I enjoy it, and I just love walking into the place, and it just I don't know. It feels like home.
I got to get me back to Buffalo River. Man, it's been like 2 years since I've been there.
It
3
is,
years.
It is so crazy because the beginning of the race season, we're like, we're going to go do this. We're going to
Yeah, I
go to
know.
Lisbon. And we never, like, life happened, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Yep. Pretty soon the summer's gone.
Yeah.
I want to get back to the NASCAR thing or NAPCAR, the Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson thing. You know, I was on the road when that happened.
Yeah.
Dangerous. I mean, where he hit him, very dangerous. Scared me.
Yep.
And then, you know, what's he got? 50 pounds probably on Kyle. And then to
Well-
come out of the car and act all tough. I mean, Bubba, really, you're not doing yourself any favors.
He should be done for the year.
He should be done for the year.
He should be done
I
for the
agree.
year.
I also think that McDonald's and I think some of these sponsors, I mean, they did the same thing to Kyle Larson, and he wasn't even have anything to do with racing.
Yep.
When he basically lost his career there for a year or so.
Yeah,
Yes.
his was an iRacing deal.
Yeah, and it wasn't directed towards anybody. It was a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing.
Yep.
And he ended up losing the McDonald's as a sponsorship and some of these. But you got Bubba Wallace. I mean, first off, we go to the garage deal, the noose.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, really? And then to do this. And then the funny thing is, they think that just because they can go on social media afterwards and try to smooth things over, try to apologize. No. I mean, also the guy that was involved with it, that Kyle Larson thing, I mean, he's lucky he bounced off that other car because it could have been a lot worse. But
Yeah.
he's taking guys out of the running for the points title, for the championship, all because of Bubba Wallace and his stupid temper. I think he should be suspended for a year. But any other thoughts on this? What do you think? Yeah, attempted murder. I mean, I don't know. You got any thoughts?
I'll let them go first.
I don't know if I mean
Steven's staying out of it.
I don't know if it should be for an entire year because I do understand.
No, but for the rest of this year.
the rest of this year, I mean, I could see that. I just don't think one race was enough.
No.
what he did.
I mean, you got to hit him where it hurts, and that's sponsorship.
It just
Yeah.
the whole backpedaling thing of like, oh, it wasn't because
Yeah.
I had a loose wheel or whatever he said. That came out after.
Yeah, you know, race car drivers, that's the one thing they hate more than anything is when you come up with an excuse.
Right.
Instead, you should just say, it was my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's a done deal.
There's way more
Well,
respect in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you look back, okay, so Kyle Larson coming out at corner number 4. Slid up a little bit too close. He got loose. And that's typical racing. Then Bubba got into the fence. Now, was it what Kyle wanted to do? No, the car just got loose, side draft, and got into the fence. That's no contact was made there. Look how many drivers have left the sport this year because of concussion. There's
Yeah.
2 right now. Alex
Yeah.
Bowman, Kurt Busch.
and they
pretty much
weren't even
retired.
bad-looking crashes.
And they weren't bad looking crashes. This car has a problem. They need to fix that. I think that's a safety issue they need to fix. Not like our show is going to go national here, but that's what they should probably fix that. And they should definitely look at something. I agree. Bubba Wallace needs to have more than one. When you get out of a dirt track car and you go punish somebody, I think they're gonna get punished more than one race. Not
Yeah.
they're gonna get
Depending on the
suspended more.
severity
Yeah.
of the incident.
So this guy gets out national TV, walks across the racetrack as cars are coming under caution, wrong, comes down and walks right to Kyle Larson, pushes him, like makes contact with the guy twice.
Yep.
That's wrong. You know, and Kyle Larson used a word, and sponsorships and everything left him. Cancel culture
Yep.
went crazy on him.
Yep.
So, but now Bubba Wallace, not saying the race is part of it, but it definitely could be that he's not getting punished as much.
Yeah.
But one race is not enough for doing what he did, considering Christopher Bell is no longer probably going to be in the running. He must win at Martinsville for him to even be in contention for the points championship.
Right.
He was involved in that with just a little retaliation that you could have waited till after. Cool heads do prevail at some point in
Yeah.
time. Kyle Larson did a great job by not reacting to Bubba Wallace pushing him because it could have been a lot worse for him, I think. Just because he's still probably into that probation type of thing with NASCAR. I think Bubba Wallace tweeting that he was at DoorDash. He DoorDashed some food for his sponsorship and was helping the 23 team from afar. Complete BS in my opinion.
exactly.
I mean, your teammate is retired. and not wanting. Kurt Busch did not want to retire this year,
No, he didn't.
and he's retired now because of an accident with concussions that had happened.
Yep.
So yeah, I think you could have deliberately hurt somebody really badly, especially in this car. Wrong.
I would have loved to have seen Bubba Wallace 10, 15 years ago try to pull that crap with maybe like a Dale Earnhardt
Or Tony Stewart.
Or Tony. They would have just that would have been fun.
Yeah, Tony
I would have
Stewart
loved to have
would've-
watched that.
yeah.
Tony would have had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tony Stewart making his NHRA debut, this
Alcohol,
weekend.
yeah.
Top alcohol. Yep.
Top alcohol fuel.
I mean, okay, so the fiance's got his whole focus
Wife.
changed or whatever. Oh, they're married now?
Yeah, they're married.
now.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, see, you leave for 3 weeks, find out all this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. The guy's been good at everything else.
Are
he
you even
races.
American anymore?
I don't know.
It's a valid
Well, most
question.
people on this trip thought I was Canadian. So
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
well,
we're
from Canada.
we're close
pretty
enough.
close.
We're close
But
enough.
Tony Stewart, I mean, he was great in Indy cars. Obviously, awesome in NASCAR.
Yes.
Is he going to do the same thing
I
in
think
Top
so.
Fuel or
think
drag
so.
racing? I mean, it's it's a lot different.
He's no
not
different than
getting any
Kyle
younger.
Larson with everything he touched that 1 year. Kyle Larson was winning everything.
Yeah.
Tony Stewart's the same kind of talent.
He
Yep.
released quite the statements regarding NASCAR after this whole incident.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like not supporting it anymore.
Yeah. And he's a big team owner. I mean, that's something because a lot of people right now not happy with NASCAR.
Well, they're
And
inconsistent.
the way it's working, right?
They're inconsistent in what they do for punishments. I mean, let's just say it outright. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They're just making it up as they go.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
There's no structure. There's nothing. And when we look at, when you look at NOSA, you probably have a structure of what punishments are what's going to pertain, obviously case by case basis, right? But you know for sure you're going to get this. You know what I mean? NASCAR, it's all what they think at that time, and it's just inconsistent in my opinion. And I love the sport. I love watching NASCAR. I watch it every Sunday.
Sure.
You know?
I do when I can.
Yeah, and I just think it's going to cost viewership 100% if they don't change.
NHRA, are they in Vegas this weekend?
Yep, they're in Vegas.
Yeah, Heather and Nolan are going to be there. Now I'm jealous.
First of all, you're rubbing in the bush light to them, and now you're jealous.
Yeah.
So she got you back, didn't even do anything. She
Yeah.
got
Oh,
you
and
back.
thank you to Joshua Johnson. Just so you know, John Andretti drove Top Fuel Dragster on top of NASCAR and IndyCar. John Andretti, I use him as an example all the time, being able to do all that. And I keep forgetting about the NHRA stuff, but I love them. Heather McDonald, boom. But John Andretti, he was the guy. He would run Daytona, and then he would run that whatever the 600-mile race was right after that. Or no, he would run Indy,
Indy
the
and
Indy
then-
500, and then
the
go run the
600.
600. Now, the rumor has it, I heard Kyle Larson is finagling some way to get into an Indy car. Now, Kyle Larson can drive anything. I mean, kudos. John Andretti was one of my favorite drivers.
Huge.
Didn't see John Andretti do all the dirt stuff that we're seeing Kyle Larson do and then jumping into an NASCAR and winning and doing whatever. But I think that would be incredible to see Kyle Larson in an Indy car. I think it would be a really cool thing. No, Perry, I didn't buy a retirement home on my vacation yet. Thank you, Perry Dobmeyer. But I think
bet you he
Kyle would
looked,
do
though.
pretty good. I think he would do pretty good in an Indy car.
You know what? I don't want to sit here and think that we're 100% like on Kyle Larson's side. Obviously, Kyle Larson does some things wrong too, and just because we met the guy one time, it doesn't mean that we're
Right,
huge fans.
right.
But look what he's done.
That's what I look at.
Look what he's done. I mean, he jumps into sprint car and does amazing things. Jumps into late model, does amazing things. Wins several races in the All-Star Circuit, World of Outlaws Circuit. I mean, if he ran full-time World Outlaws that 1 year, he'd probably be running for the championship against Brad Sweet. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Late model-wise, he got in there and won in that 6 car. I mean, so then he goes into all of a sudden now Hedrick signs him, and now he wins a championship his first year back. So the guy, anything he touches, he's been phenomenal at. So if he does India, which he got approval from Hendrick Motorsports to
Yep.
race Indy, so that's going to be interesting to see that too. I think he was one, he's one that probably could do that, the 500 and then go to the 600.
Sure.
I mean, he definitely could do that. So
Yeah, you hop in a helicopter, you go to the airport, you fly right to the next race, you put an
Yeah.
IV in your arm on the flight, and you're good to go.
yeah, just, cruise.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. How has your year been like for you? I mean, it feels like you're always go, 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 but yet you come back every time it's like a Sunday. I look at Facebook. It's like 4 a.m. It's like, but 4 a.m. Sunday. So Saturday night he was traveling. I get the snap. East Grand Forks population, like, oh, Steven's home.
Oh yeah.
4 in the morning for
That's how we
Steven is
know.
like noon for us.
Yeah, I know. I know. He's proofing pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So talk about your season with travel.
Oh yeah. So I think we were talking about when you were just getting here, but yeah. So the 89 races and whatever, and the 22 different tracks or whatever, and River City's on top again. Last year it was Devils and the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track tied at 17. If you guys remember that, but
I remember you leaving. You come into Devil's Lake, and then he left Devil's Lake, drove to Minneapolis, and flew out to Bristol the next day.
and this was NOSA was in Jamestown that night too, so that was kind of a I don't know how you call that, 3-prong.
Are you getting tired?
I don't know. It kind of depends on where the well, I haven't. Me and her have been at the same rate. Like our last race was the same one, I believe. So,
Yeah.
which has been kind of rare for me. Because last year we did have one in mid-October and then dual or whatever. But yeah, it depends if you're smart about it and give yourself a break when you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just kind of weird the way it worked out this year. 90 last year, 89 this year.
Right.
Are you like me and towards the end of the year, you're like, man,
I was just gonna
can't
say
wait.
that.
I can't wait for this to be done. You get a week off. The next week, you're like, God, I wish we weren't done. I wish we were still racing.
Amanda says no.
Yeah,
She's like, no.
are you kind of the same way or not? Again, we don't do as many races as you do, obviously, but
Right.
No, I think this year and last year just kind of felt you get into August there. It's just like, all right, just push through this last month and then we'll slow down a little bit or whatever. I don't think, I don't think I'm the kind of person that should have too much of a break either. Just looking back at this month, but yeah.
Why
it's
is
just,
that, Steven?
I didn't really want to get into it. This month's been kind of crappy, but
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, just kind of having, I don't know, find some kind of a balance one way or another,
Well,
So-
that's a huge part because otherwise we get to that where we've burnout factor.
oh, you burn out. Yeah.
You know.
And that's no good for anybody.
No, because that weighs. I tell everybody that I interview and everything at work. I said, I was so gung ho. I want to work 60+ hours a week. I want to do this, and I like, dude, no. I'm a firm believer in a burnout factor. You can get hurt, and not only does it affect your physical, but it affects your mental capabilities too. So you do have to find that common ground to where you don't get that burnout factor involved with you, and what the case of the efforts, as we call it, because then it hurts not only physical but screws you mentally.
Sure it does.
Like you get into a hole. You
Yeah.
become very much an introvert because you're burned out and you don't want to see nobody.
Yeah, well, I asked him earlier if he wants to get out of his comfort zone because he's a hockey freak.
Yeah.
I asked him if he wanted to do some color commentary with me for high school hockey this year because I think he would be
Dude.
incredible at it.
He would be awesome.
So yeah, so I'm gonna keep turning
you got
the
to make
screw
sure
on
he's
him.
awake though.
Well, he's
Well,
probably
you'd think
going to
at
be.
6 or 7 at night.
Yeah,
you'd be all
that's
right,
just
but-
That's when he's having breakfast.
He'd already been up for like 2 hours by then. So,
It's Charlie too.
Amanda, Joe, what does your winter schedule look like?
We're gonna be hitting the basketball court soon and the archery.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
archery.
Yeah.
Hallie's big-
Hallie does awesome in archery.
She loves archery.
Yeah.
And horse
Oh.
riding she does.
That was summer stuff. Yeah, she does horses.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
that is it's so cool to see that.
We'll see how that fits in this summer
Yeah, next summer.
and last summer too.
Oh,
She's been riding horses since she was 4, so it's been
Yeah.
like her 8th or 9th summer doing it.
So, how often do you actually sleep?
Surprisingly, I get my 6 to 8 hours every night. I know when to call it a night.
Yeah.
I work my 40 hours every week and do my.
unless you're partying in Greenbush for the weekend.
Oh
Yeah, those happen. I don't get to do that very often.
Or you're in the ER with a kid, or you're,
Yeah.
in the shop now with your husband working on lightning
Sleeping in an
sprints
ice
and-
house.
Yeah, we did the ice house this year.
You
A
did.
couple times. It's better than leaving the track and coming back.
No, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Sure.
It's so crazy. Do you guys own horses yet?
We at one point leased, but now we just rent basically.
I had horses. Oofta.
I don't want the work.
Yeah.
It's work.
Yeah, my neighbors
It's
have
work.
10.
Yeah,
Yep.
I had 2.
Yep.
And when I sold them, my mom was upset because I was going to college, And I was like, I don't want my mom and dad to worry about taking care of them. And my dad was already pissed off at him because my dad loves Christmas lights. Well, he'd put them down the fence because it'd lead up to our house and everything is all cool.
They're not going to last.
My horse kept on eating them all the time, So he was like, hey, horses. And so I got rid of them. Mom hated it because when she had coffee and her cigarette in the morning, she liked looking out the window and watching the horses.
Yeah.
So, but after I did that, Dad's like, thank God you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So
it's a lot of work.
Were you like a cowboy boot hat wearing dude?
Not a cowboy hat wearing guy. No, I always wear baseball caps. But my cousin's grandmother, we'd go show horses in Sydney, Montana, and we'd have the fancy button-down shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Then I wore a cowboy hat then.
Bolo tie?
Nah, I never wore a bolo tie.
Hallie doesn't like the showing part. She likes more the games, the barrel races.
The barrel races and stuff like that. That's cool. So
That's what she likes to do.
doing that's neat. We did a lot of shows, and so that was probably the best part. And then putting everybody else on horses that never ridden a horse is pretty funny.
Sean's been on a horse. It didn't go well. But
Didn't go well. I
either.
put my cousin on a horse, and I said, you gotta feel confident. Don't feel scared, because you feel scared, she's gonna know. And then it's not going to work out well. Well, she got bucked off. So
yeah, go figure. That happened to me too. Between the horse and a house.
Between the horse and house.
Yeah, I had a little cousin that freaked out and screamed, and the horse freaked out and started bucking, and he bucked me off right between him and the house.
Yeah.
And so I got hit about 5 times before he finally tap danced on me and ran away. But yeah,
I love horses though. I think Hallie doing that is so cool. I wish I still had horses, but it takes a lot of time.
Can't find anything Hudson wants to do.
Well, if he
That's
keeps breaking his limbs, he'd probably find stuff he wanted to.
Yeah.
So we're gonna cross our fingers that doesn't happen this year.
Yeah.
How
for
did we
sure.
go from dirt track racing to riding horses?
Well, it's always talking about family. This is the family side of things.
I know.
Our racing family has awesome family activities they do after racing.
By the way, I don't have anybody lined up for next week's Dirty Thursday. So if you guys have any good ideas, let me know. I'll reach out to them. It's
all right.
Kind of the low time of the year, but
it is.
I think we're going to wrap it up.
Well, it's been I'm sorry I'm late, guys, but it's been fun.
Okay. So I'm glad you're doing okay.
Yeah. There's little tune-ups. It's all we need. You know?
And by the way, dogs got in a fight this morning.
Oh. Lewis.
Well, it wasn't Lewis's fault.
Oh.
It's another little bastard. Anyway, Amanda, Joe,
corgi.
thank you for coming in. I know you're busy, and I'm glad you're off this week for 5 days. Good for you. You deserve it. Stephen Lewis, it's always fun having you in the studio. It's always kind of a hit or miss trying to get you in here. And when I walked in on Monday and I saw you were on the schedule, I'm like, how does Chad do it?
Amanda?
I try, and half the time he won't even answer the phone when I call him.
I told him him and I were talking one time. I think it'd be funny for him and I just to do a show again and just talk about anything, because we could probably put a comedy hour on, and but I don't know if I'd be able to breathe, so I have to bring a rescue hitter for myself.
Yep.
But yeah, having him as racing family is pretty awesome.
Yes. Kevin Paffenfuss said Don Mack, if he's still around, and Donnie said he would come back on the show again, and I would so look forward to that. But I'm guessing he's probably out in Arizona by now. But I'll try to reach out to him.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Stephen Lewis, Amanda Joe,
thank you guys.
Chad, you guys, you make this show what it is, and we sure appreciate you being in here today. Thank you. Have a great Halloween. And have a good off season, and I'm sure we'll be running into each other here.
I'm dressing up as a ranch dressing bottle.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. My wife's got us all in condiments.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, our dog's like this mustard bottle. Yeah, I'm ranch.
Does that have to do with the rubber? Oh, condiments. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I do love selling rubber products, though. Yes.
And I just ended the show.
Love you all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys for coming in. Again, there you go. Your Dirty Thursday brought to you by Ruber Sports Bar and Casino. BT, Jake, Scotty, the whole crew over at Ruber Sports Bar and Casino. Man, we absolutely love that place. Home of the world-famous beer tower. Maybe you want to go watch the Minnesota Wild kick butt on some Canadian team tonight. You'll be able to do that because they have got TVs everywhere. And, Ruber's is looking to hire some part-time servers and cooks, too. You can stop in to find out more. But the food... dinners, lunches, suppers. Again, the beer tower. Watch your UND hockey. Mondays, they've got DJ Trivia Night. Charitable gaming, you can go bet on the horses if you want to. And Wednesdays, one of my favorite days because they've got $3 pounders all day long. Rumor Sports Bar Casino, and again, thanks to BT and the rest of the crew for being a sponsor on our Dirty Thursday. And don't forget, the best Forking Sports Arena show is at 6:30 tonight. Make sure to call in and give Monty crap about his Yankees getting swept in the playoffs. I love it. Let's do a little... Hey, well, I'll catch you tomorrow morning at 9. Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone. You'll never miss a show that way. And become a patron on Podbean, a chance to win some pretty cool stuff. You know, Grand Forks is an awesome place. Grand Forks' best source is giving it an identity again.